Jay's in town, and Jay's in Dubai for Beyonce's concert. Wink, wink. Now, you're going to know the real reason why Jay's here. Jay can give a damn about Beyonce's concert. Jay's there for other reasons. He's once again leveraging Beyonce so that he can get a business deal. Now, he took a huge PR hit with Nas getting approved for the casino the very same week he got rejected for the casino in Manhattan, even though one had nothing to do with the other. It was a bad PR look. Jay needed a big win, and this was a chance to get it. So this is a PR spin into a business venture. So what does he do? He leverages Beyonce. Yeah, that's what he does. That's what Hove does. So Hove decided it's going to be a great idea for me to link up with the royal family of the Abu Dhabi royal family, and they oversee 1.5 trillion in their assets, their global ventures in business and technology, and now they want to do a major deal with Jay-Z. Now, how and why would that come to the table? Why would Jay-Z be into this? Why would he agree to do this? Well, Jay is there to talk with them and partner with them because to do this AI company and take it to the next level, they like Beyonce. They don't care about Jay-Z. So Jay is basically like, you can have her. She can come here and perform for you. I'll bring her anytime y'all want. If you want a Beyonce show, you want another one tomorrow, I could talk to her. She'll be right here. She'll be ready. What time? Now, the Abu Dhabi royal family, they have all the money, so they don't need money from Jay-Z. They are fans too. Like, they are enamored by American superstars, or this is why you have the Chic doing boxing. This is why they're like fans. So they have money was always something they've had their entire life. So they didn't have to go out and acquire it. They've had it. It's old money. It's been inherited. So they've always been rich. So they didn't have to do shisty deals with people to get rich or remain rich. But they still strive out to do other things in business, and they are fans of people. So Beyonce is something that's like a fandom out there. She's like a commodity, like, wow, the Beyonce show. I want to see her show come here to where I am at. I'm going to bring it to my people, and I will get the praise from my people. And they do things for that, the admiration, more than anything else. They would admire me, give me my admiration, my respect. So let me tell you some key details about what's going on. Oh, it is really. They're trying to tell me about my product and what I'm doing wrong. All right, I see. Telling me about myself.
We might be watching the last.
All right. Yeah, how they gonna tell me what I'm doing? Ain't that a trip? People always trying to ice skate up here. Now, it's all about that liquid. No, there's a major problem brewing. And the major problem that's brewing is the fact that you have 7,800 people who came out to the airport to see Beyonce arrive. They didn't care about Jay-Z. They were Beyonce, Beyonce. Now, Jay come there to do his deal. You know, nobody else is really saying anything about it. Then everything flips on, falls on top of its own head. And you might be going like, why and how? You know, that hit the fan. So once that happened, there were massive problems. Understand, they had to put up money for this. And all y'all think Jay-Z is super rich. He's rich and you think. So he has to liquidate things or basically take out mortgages to get the money. So he had to take mortgage out on the house to get the bid for the casino. So when he put this up as the leverage for the loan, right? Now, if Jay-Z was liquid, the company would people think. So I'm telling you, Roc Nation is basically a shell company. All right? It's almost a shell company. There's no actual revenue into that company. It really isn't. So they keep buffering me. Damn. What about now? See, the notions always change when it don't favor the proper assets. You see, Roc Nation is really not the company, like I said, you thought it was. Roc Nation is built up on a tranche, and it's basically a shell company for Live Nation. Live Nation runs the whole thing, but Live Nation does the tours, so they can't be seen managing people, right? So what they do is they create Roc Nation. Just say, hey, it's Jay-Z and Live Nation. But what we're gonna do is it's a management company. And a label? Nah. Management company. It's like Al Heyman not being a promoter, he's an advisor. So he gets to break all the rules that would be connected to somebody who was a promoter. The rules don't apply to him. They apply to you, though. I'm good now? I don't think. So, when you need money liquid, uh-oh, they came after your boy. Uh-oh, what happened? Gen Z don't know who Al Heyman is. Okay, are we back? Men been leveraging their wives for business for centuries. It's not true at all. But thank you for that. Thanks for that interpretation. Um, I mean, leverage their wives for what? That doesn't even make sense. Most relationships, the men had the money. The women didn't have the money and the power. So why would they have to leverage their wife? No. So, yes, they want to get into this billion-dollar venture of this new AI technology company that's coming out. Jay-Z wants to get in on this. This AI supposedly is going to be the new wave of the future as far as this company is concerned. And it has ties with the United Kingdom and Africa. I think Zimbabwe, if I might be mistaken. But there's a lot of people attached to this project and this new AI technology. Like you've seen with Soros, that's come along. And people say, man, why don't you do some videos with that AI tech? Well, if you're making revenue off of the AI tech, it might not be good for you because they're gonna end up putting provisions on a lot of this AI technology, especially from the dead artists like Tupac, Biggie, and all of the rights that they were violating, like Michael Jackson, even in fun. The family members of the deceased might not appreciate the likeness being used, especially with Dr. Martin Luther King, in such a way. So there are going to be lawsuits. There's going to be a lot of red tape to come along with a lot of this AI technology. So if you're a content creator, you should definitely, be aware and protect yourself. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Things haven't really changed too much. But they keep hacking the system. Hold on. They out here hacking everything I do. That doesn't make any sense to me. So now, Jay-Z is hoping to do a deal, but right now they're just talking. But Jay's looking for anything to leverage and help him get some money back, because he lost a lot of money paying off a lot of people to get them to back this casino project, which they did, and they did their part, but the board, they didn't have a board in place. And the one person that they need to shake, they couldn't. Yep. Now, what is Jay-Z gonna do now? Jay-Z is stuck because he's in a position where he's gonna have to give up so much control in this dynamic of this hustle for this AI, but it's good look for his brand. That Jay's over there, he's sitting with these guys, so when he comes back to America, even if they just had the conversation and they took the photo, that photo alone will generate people coming to the table with Jay saying, hey, you know the chic, you can introduce me to the chic. I'm trying to get this deal. Here's this deal. I got this many billion. Let's build a casino over here. Let's do this. We're going to get to partnership. So leveraging Beyonce to perform because they enamored with Beyonce. He's going to use that to leverage himself into a position to discuss future endeavors. Now, I have no knowledge of the initial access, but I will tell you on the Patreon today what Jay-Z and the Sheik's true plan is. See, they have a true plan that they're concealing from the rest of the world. See, like they say, most of the people in the world are stupid. The other people just don't know. But believe me, there's bigger parts at play here than just some AI technology. I'm going to tell you all about it as soon as I get on the Patreon. No, this ain't a long walk right now. It's just a quick one. Well, he was with Jay Brown's. And you know Jay Brown's and him are very close. You know. So he went there with Jay Brown's. They went there to basically sit and socialize. Then talk about some investments and things while Jay is there that he wants to get into. Now, because of reasons that Rock Nation is probably going to come through and, like they've been doing right now, sabotaging this live stream, we're going to end up putting a lot of this on the Patreon. They took a massive hit with that casino ordeal. But like I tell you, Live Nation is running the show. That Rock Nation is pretty much an empty shell of a company, and Live Nation is just basically using it as a front. Well, Beyonce has the brain cells of a 3-year-old. So when you look at the actual nature of it, she's gonna follow suit and stay with Jay. That's why I told y'all she's not gonna leave Jay. She don't know how to leave Jay. Beyonce, if she left Jay-Z, she wouldn't know how to function. Now that she done got her little breast implants, she got her breast augmentation and her little butt lift. Now she got jeans commercials showing her butt everywhere. Oh, absolutely. It's more than what she married into. It's what she laid into. It's what she signed up for. And yeah, she loves it. She ain't giving up this job. Because this job is the only job she knows. Oh yeah, Jay is upset. That Nas casino thing got him hot. Even Bleak was trying to tell y'all, like, hey man, it is competition. Like Jay still believing that. And it looked like Nas won over him. Jay's got to turn that narrative around. And it was like, this was Jay-Z's move all along. He didn't really want that casino. See, whenever they get strapped for cash, they go in and start doing tours and shows. When it's tax time, Beyonce on tour. She got a new album coming out. She got to get some money up. See, when you live rich, you have to be rich. Which means that rich is no longer having to work for whatever you have. You can quit working today and you're just gonna have money forever. It's rich. If you can't stop working because your bill's gonna be due, taxes are due, are you really rich? You're like, you got millions of dollars. Yeah, but if you stop now, then what? Can you stop for the rest of your life and just do what you want to do? and you got enough to last you for the rest of your life, and you're not really rich. That's what I keep telling the NBA players, like, you're not rich. I'm like, you have to get that mentality out of your head. You're not rich. Because when you retire from basketball, you do not have enough to live the rest of your life through. You're going to have to work. So once you get that mentality that I am not rich, because if I'm rich, I could just retire. That means I got money coming in every month. You know what rich people do? They have money coming in every month. It covers everything. They ain't got to move or do nothing. Jeff Bezos and those guys, they make billions every year. Steve Ballmer, he makes billions every year. He's never going to have to worry about money. It's not going away because he's making that same amount every year by doing nothing. He got something that runs on automatic pilot. That's the best way to make money. And sports and entertainment has never been a vehicle to get you to generational wealth. For African Americans, that's the only way in the avenue. They tell you this is the way to go. But you look at all the billionaires, right? How many billionaires that are black came up from sports and entertainment? Well, they title LeBron a billionaire, but he's not. But you could say him. Bill Cosby. Cosby's a billionaire, even though they don't want to tell you that. His net worth is incredible. And he can live off his estate for the rest of his life. He's good. Now, who else is out there? That's black and billionaires. He's like, he's selling his wife yams now. He been doing that. Queens get the money. I'm telling you, that's how Queens is too. That's how they see it. I told you, it's competition on forever with the boroughs. Yes, what Jay have is assets. The artwork they appreciate with value, so it's like you never lose that money. It's there, but you spent that money on these assets. So yes, you didn't lose any money by buying them because you could sell them for whatever you bought them for. And once you sell them, guess what? That art is gone. It might go up in value, might go down, or it might just still be the same. That's why people buy art, because it can appreciate with value and go up. And your net worth or your portfolio rises with art, which will help you leverage deals, right? Now, the girl Greta, she's the German girl that they was working with. Her Greta Weisel something, Weiselstein or Stein, or I don't know. It's one of those. But anyway, Greta was the one that was helping him acquire the art pieces that he was looking for. That's when he started trying to dress like he was Basquiat the gay painter, and Jay-Z bust him out. 50 Cent bust him out and brought it to light. He was pissed over that. Then trying to block 50 Cent from the Super Bowl because he's still competing. And then Eminem said, if 50 ain't coming out, I'm not coming out. And the NFL said, we want Eminem. Are you kidding? Mm-hmm. Oh, there's some more to this story. That's why on the Patreon version of this, you're going to know the real reason the Chic and Jay-Z was sitting on that couch. They want you to believe it's all about this AI technology. That's just the cover. Okay? That's the cover. Beyonce performance, them paying that money to Beyonce like that, to bail Jay-Z out of his mess with the casino. Let me tell you, it's a lot going on. Yeah, this would have never been photographed if it wasn't for Jay's people. And they want to get investors. That's why it was leaked. That's how you get things done. So by leaking all of that information, that's how people start making their rounds. Well, there's a lot of reasons why they don't do that and take that banking system and trust them. Is because a lot of Africans don't like to work with Black Americans. A lot of them are racist towards working against Black Americans, as if Black Americans have done something to them. Yeah, well, like I said, it's all politics. It's all a case of who you like, why you like them. No. Well, you got a lot of people that's going to retaliate and turn the issues from one thing to another. Jay-Z had land and property that he had to put up besides that house. That's why he's trying to sell everything and move to the UK so he could be closer to the deals that's about to happen. This is why he wants to get those people from the UK bank involved in this whole deal. Once they see him with the chic, that's going to bring in more investors. It's a leverage deal. It's all packaged together. Beyonce comes through, gives them performance. He gets the praise. He don't need Beyonce to make any money. Respect and attention is what they care for and they crave for over there. Well, they're always going to be what we call a struggle for power. Some type of tug of war. Always those guys. Yeah, as I explained to you on the Patreon, everything that went down with that sweetie, who's supposed to be an artist, but is she even signed to a label? Does she have an album out? No. Nicki Minaj's album ain't coming out now, and she blamed Jay-Z and them for blocking it. Like, I'm not putting the album out. Like, I know you're happy now, Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z didn't care about what Nicki Minaj is finna do. And they just lost a $500,000 lawsuit for breaking a man's jaw when her husband allegedly broke this man's jaw for him standing up to a female security worker on tour in Germany. He's lucky he's not incarcerated with his record and rap sheet. I don't even know how he got a passport into Germany. Nas got him scurrying. Pretty much. But see, Nas isn't done either. See, Nas got another business plan that's going to make him way more money than the casino. He's in a win. I don't even know if I should say it, but I'll go ahead and put it out there. They're in a wind energy program for farming systems, so that really having a hard time getting electricity in their area. Instead of putting up power grids, they're using wind energy to draw up electricity. That's about a $6 to $7 billion project. See, Nas was doing this for years. He's low key. Hey, how y'all doing? All right. Yeah, he doesn't tell anybody his moves. He's quiet. Jay-Z wants everybody to know he's a genius businessman. He wants to look at me, I'm a businessman. Nas pops out with a photo once the deal is done. Before there's even a deal done, Jay-Z showing you everything. He's boasting about it. Nas just laying the cut. cool, laid back kid that don't say nothing. Just laugh when I see a nigga front. When I first listened to the whole album, and we was on that song right there, when Nas said that line, I knew. I said, oh. I told my buddy, I looked at him, I said, oh, he in the zone. I said, he in the zone. Y'all got there, but y'all didn't get it all. I want my style back. Can't to see shit, hate to see shit playing, but it's the rap repo, man. I said, oh, man. I said, he in a zone right now. I was like, he finna zone out on this whole album. I ain't even listened to none of them. I'm listening to the first song, and I said, he finna zone out. And he did. Nas is nowhere close to Jay-Z financially. You're right. Nas got about more. Seriously. Nas has more. But you wouldn't know it. Nas ain't begging for loans. Jay-Z had to go take out a loan on his house to put up for the casino. Did Nas take a loan out on his house to put up for the casino? No, he didn't. You know the Ring doorbell that you got right now? Nas was on that project from the ground floor. So when Ring got sold for billions, Shaq, Nas, they were the two main contributors. Nas made $100 million off that deal, $45 million off that. Then he got another deal, this water deal that he got. So, you see, when you're making the right investments, things start to fall in place. And now with this solar wind deal that he got, that's worth about $16 billion. Exactly. If I wasn't in the world of business, I wouldn't know what Nas is doing. But because I'm in the world of business, I get to see the moves. I get to see the companies. I get to see what they're doing. And I know what Nas is attached to, the businesses he's attached to. And I said, oh, okay. Because he got a VC fund. And the fund I'm in, they were going to attach themselves to a project that I didn't want no parts of. Because nothing's going to come of it. Everybody's going to be pooling their money in. Nothing's going to ever happen. Because they're never going to get their approval. That company is known for getting everybody excited about something that's not going to happen. Remember in Dark Knight Rises, the Batman movie? I know there was a plot in there that makes no sense, but one storyline did make sense. And it was quite simple. Catwoman wanted this technology that was supposed to clear her record or some sort. How you doing? So she wanted this thing. It was going to clear her record or something. And she wanted to acquire it. And he said he had it. But the guy told her that they bought the company and they wanted to acquire it. But when they bought the company, they didn't have it. They were bluffing. They had nothing. That's kind of how this company is. They're talking about this future and tech and presentation. They only have a demo. They have nothing done. So I'm like, they have nothing. They have to prove something. They just want to see how much money people are going to dump into their ideals. But nothing's ever going to come of it. So I'm like, and good luck trying to get your money back. Still trying to beat Nas after his ego. All you got to do is listen to Adam and Eve. That explains everything. I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart. You bring this thing of ours down to a fable. That's all you need to hear. He knew it was you trying to sabotage him behind the scenes. Nas knew. And you know who told him? Kanye. Kanye told him. He was, Jay hates you, Nas. When we was in Hawaii, that's all he talked about. So Kanye was telling Nas everything. So then it all made sense on why his album wasn't getting the push, all the stuff that was happening. Like, man, this dude was smiling in my face. He was like, why he smiling in your face? He telling them, don't push this button on this with the budget. Give it to this artist. He was like, your budget? It went to Rihanna for a video that they didn't even promote. Which is true. Nas had a budget for a video. They cut the budget. And they went through hell with him over the album with the N-word album. And basically saying we're still slaves even in the modern time. They didn't get the concept of the album, saying they're gonna outrage people and they didn't want to do that. So see, here's the thing. Def Jam wanted Nas a long time ago, before Columbia Records redid the deal. Like, when he did the before he did Stillmatic, they were talking about a deal. And he was finna put out a best hits album, greatest hits, which was gonna be some unreleased material called The Death of Escobar. And The Death of Escobar was really yeah, The Death of Escobar ended up becoming the Lost Tapes. And he used that to get out of his deal. They still got paid on the Hip Hop Is Dead album. Well, they were transitioning away from Nas because the music industry was changing. And then the albums that they were giving him, they were no longer giving him the push. So L.A. Reid was the band in charge. Jay-Z wasn't in charge of anything. But he was saying, pushing Rihanna and taking up all the artists' budgets. It was going to Jay-Z people, the people he wanted. So Nas going a press run of only like 3 stops. He's like, a 3-stop press tour for my album? That's crazy. Yeah, because he thought he didn't need a Jay-Z or Nas feature on his album. They said, we're going to put the Jay and Nas feature on Nas' album. And the engineer screwed him and leaked the song all over the streets. So Jay was salty. I ain't never heard from them dudes again. But that's what happened. When Black Republicans came out on a leak, way before they had just recorded the song. They didn't add another verse. They released it just like that. Like, screw it. Whole plan got messed up. So Jay's like, nah, I ain't doing a collab on my album. The engineer stole the song, got it leaked to the streets. Messed up the whole launch. Yes, he facilitated the deal. Because actually it was Shakir Stewart who said, let's get this going. Because they came over and LaFace Records was splitting up, because they were splitting from Babyface. So as they split from Babyface, and he was going over to Def Jam, Shakur Stewart said, all right, because they was going to have a rap division, unlike when they had Outkast. They was going to have Outkast. Shakur Stewart was going to have Jeezy, Rick Ross, bring Nas in, because Murder INC was trying to do it, and he was going to be through Def Jam, through Murder INC. But Nas was using him to hurt Jay. Because it was at the time of the beef. He's hurting Jay by using Irv Gotti them, and Irv don't see it. He's like, I'm using these fools. They got the hottest tracks out. So I'm gonna work with them, jump on their song. We gonna get the radio play, spins, and everything. And I'm on Columbia. So he was just getting himself hot with John them and Irv. And he was leveraging that to get a new deal, which he got from Columbia. They came with a bag. Like, all right, here's the Rio. Then Irv looked stupid when he didn't sign with INC. Oh yeah, well, that's how the business runs. Yeah, so everybody gonna see this picture and say, Jay is back. Oh yeah, wait till you hear the Patreon version and you hear why they really there. That's what's gonna blow your mind. Because the Abu Dhabi royal family is connected to a lot, but they all got blood on their hands. Now, oh well, that's called getting to the grease. Well, they're controlled by the power. Like Jay likes the image of being looked at as a powerful businessman. He loved that. He always wanted to be that business guy. That's why he couldn't be around Dame. Dame was handling all the business. But these are the things why he got to leverage Beyonce to get everything, because nobody wants him. Now he's sitting on that couch with the Chic because they wanted Beyonce. Beyonce was doing a show. Jay got Beyonce there, then he come tagging along so he can go meet the Chic and talk business. Now, do you see Beyonce next to Jay while he doing this conversation with the Chic? No. He was like, you just go over there and perform. I'll handle everything else. We got Live Nation here and we got Jay Brown's. Here, I turn on the cartoons for you, B. I know you like the Road Runner. I got you a DVD, Best of the Road Runner. Here, just hold on to this till I come back. Ooh, I like the Road Runner. It's so funny. Okay, B, just watch that till I get back. I'll be back. Finna go hang out with the Sheik. Oh, tell him I said thank you too. I had so much fun. Yeah, I'm gonna let him know too. You might be needed again later. I'll let you know. Holla. Beyonce, divorce Jade, that's never happening. She can't stand on her own. She's got the brain of a 5 year old. So there's no way Beyonce is going to. Have you ever seen a Beyonce interview? Why do you think she don't do interviews? Because everyone can hear her. She's an entertainer, a performer. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no. That was the passion of that was the passion of the game. When people would see that teams were different. Like your business squad, whoever you got with you on your business squad, they have to be just as good in those negotiation rooms as they in every other room. Yeah, D'Angelo, rest in peace. Man, it's crazy out here. Oh no, that's not the case. It's not the case, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go on the Patreon and I'm gonna let y'all know for real what's the whole deal really about. That whole AI technology deal that Jay and them talking with the sheik that's all fake politics. And like that's the surface level. Okay, because the sheik and them, they don't care nothing about money. They got money. Okay, like they got internal evolutional wealth. They in the trillions. They don't have to think about money ever. So to say, yo, we got to make this money, that's never on their radar. So the scales is a lot deeper. Always. So it's like going to a costume or wardrobe, right? You want to be prepared, you want to be set, you want to be ready for everything, right? Like, man, I want to be ready. Like I say, this you take a picture with the right person, you'll get investors just off of that or attention, and people come up. Like it's like on YouTube, somebody sees somebody with a picture when they standing next to somebody and they be, oh man, dude, I ain't know you knew him, and they come up. Now they want to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we know the same peeps. We've been around. It's like that's what's up. So for sure, for sure. So holler at me later, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later on the Patreon. I'm out.